Commander Zexthul of the Galactic Enforcement Coalition stared at the datapad in disbelief. The third planet from the yellow star, Earth as its inhabitants called it, had just done the impossible. Again. Sir, his aide, Lieutenant Kriva, approached cautiously. The human vessel Defiance has successfully navigated the Void Nebula. The Void Nebula, a cosmic graveyard where ships disappeared without a trace, where the laws of physics seemed to bend and break. Every spacefaring civilization in the galaxy had declared it a no-fly zone after losing countless vessels to its hungry darkness. How? Zexthul's four eyes blinked in rapid succession, a sign of extreme agitation among his species. According to their transmission, and I quote, "We jury-rigged the navigation system with duct tape and hope, then told physics to go screw itself." The commander's translator struggled with the concept of duct tape, eventually settling on primitive adhesive bonding, strip. The phrase "go screw itself" came through as an untranslatable profanity that made several bridge officers' tentacles curl in embarrassment. This was the problem with humans. They didn't follow rules, any rules, physical, mathematical, diplomatic, or otherwise. 6 months ago, the Coalition had issued a standard warning to Earth's fledgling space program. Do not attempt faster-than-light travel without proper quantum stabilizers and a minimum of 50 years of preparation. The humans had achieved FTL travel the following Tuesday, using what they called aggressive physics in a contraption built from coffee makers and old television components. When asked how they'd solved the energy requirements, their lead scientist had simply shrugged and said, "We told the universe we were going whether it liked it or not." 3 months ago, the Coalition had declared the Kepler system off limits due to unstable stellar conditions that could cook any ship's crew in seconds. The humans had established a mining operation there the next week. Their secret? Air conditioning units cranked to maximum and what they called really good sunscreen. When Coalition inspectors arrived to evacuate them, they found humans working in t-shirts and shorts, grilling something they called space burgers on the hull of their ship, while their star went through solar flares. "Sir," Kriva continued, "there's more. The humans have also solved the Zephyrian Plague." The Zephyrian Plague had decimated 3 star systems. The Coalition's best medical minds had been working on a cure for decades, running complex simulations and developing sophisticated treatment protocols. How did they cure it? Zexthul asked, though he dreaded the answer. They gave the infected patients chicken soup and told them to walk it off. That's impossible. The plague affects cellular mitochondria at a quantum level. It worked, sir. 100% recovery rate. The Zephyrians are declaring it a miracle. The humans are calling it Tuesday. Zexthul felt his 3 hearts skip in sequence. He pulled up the Coalition's official first contact protocols, a 10,000-page document detailing proper procedures for integrating new species into galactic civilization. Humans had apparently used it as fuel for a barbecue. Instead of following the careful, centuries-long integration process, they'd shown up at Coalition headquarters in a ship held together with what appeared to be wishful thinking and spite, parked illegally in a diplomatic zone, and announced they were here to help and probably break some stuff. The worst part? They were helping. The Coalition had been locked in a border dispute with the aggressive Vorthan Empire for 300 years. Human negotiators had resolved it in an afternoon by challenging the Vorthan leadership to something called a drinking contest and then out-consuming beings whose biology was literally designed to process toxins. The peace treaty had been signed on a napkin. "Sir, incoming transmission from Earth," Kriva announced. The view screen flickered to life, showing a human female in what appeared to be casual attire, standing in what looked suspiciously like a backyard rather than a proper command center. "Hey there, space friends," the human waved. "This is Captain Sarah Chen of Earth. We just wanted to let you know we're about to attempt something you probably consider impossible." Zexthul's voice cracked.
"What now?"
"We're going to reverse engineer time travel using a particle accelerator we built in Jim's garage and some really aggressive mathematics. The physics department says it can't be done, but our motto is hold our beer and watch this." "Captain Chen," Zexthul managed, "time travel is theoretically impossible. The energy requirements alone would—" "Yeah, we heard that about FTL travel too. Look how that turned out." She grinned with that unsettling human expression that showed far too many teeth. Don't worry, if we accidentally break causality, we'll fix it. We're humans. We don't give a damn about impossible. The transmission ended. Zexthul stared at the blank screen for a long moment, then turned to his communications officer. Send a message to Coalition headquarters. Tell them to stop making lists of things that can't be done. The humans apparently consider them suggestions. As if on cue, temporal readings spiked across the bridge. Outside the viewport, stars began moving backward. Sir, Kriva whispered, I think they did it. Zexthul slumped in his command chair. In the space of less than a year, these impossible humans had redefined everything the galaxy thought it knew about physics, medicine, diplomacy, and now time itself. The Coalition had spent millennia carefully cataloging the laws of the universe. Humans had taken one look at those laws and decided they were more like polite suggestions. A new message popped up on his screen. Time travel successful. Sorry about the temporal hiccup. We fixed it with percussive maintenance and coffee. Sarah? Zexthul closed his eyes. Kriva, update the Coalition database. New species classification for humans. Impossible. But don't tell them that. Because if there was one thing he'd learned about humans, it was this: tell them something couldn't be done, and they'd find a way to do it out of sheer spite, and they really, truly, genuinely did not give a damn.